gonna be the battle of our fucking life.
Finally got the release of Power Book Force Season 3, the trailer. I gotta tell you, I was staking out for it. Like I was fiending for it. I'm pretty sure a lot of Power fans were feeding for it too, considering the fact that we haven't had the Power Book Force episode since 2023. That was episode 10 of season 2. So we were all fiending for it. Obviously, you can all now resubscribe to Stars. Like usually when there's no power going on, I usually suspend my subscription until the next power comes up. But we got the release date of November 7th, 2025. So a little over a month until the first episode of season 3 for Power Book Force. But I did take a couple little notes on my takeaway from the trailer as far as what to expect this upcoming final season of Power Book Force. It starts off with Tommy having a conversation with D-Mac about giving him his official initiation into the drug game. In previous seasons, Tommy was more protect him from being really into the game, have him counting the money at first once he found out that he was his nephew. And now I feel like after numerous attempts to try to keep him away from the serious part of the drug game, I feel like Tommy has just gotten to the point where he's just like, you know what, he's going to be in the game anyway, so I'm going ahead and just going to go ahead and initiate him into the game. And as he's having this conversation with D-Mac, as far as initiating him into the game, he reminisces about his initiation with Ghost, with when Kanan was trying to initiate him into the drug game. So I'm pretty sure there's going to be, some type of trial initiation type of situation where he's going to have to like do one specific task or test or something like that to officially initiate himself inside of, I'm assuming, CBI at this point, to be an official member of CBI. And then there was a transition to another scene where we have the district attorney, Stacey Marks. She's having a conversation with, I'm assuming, one of her employees about this war between CBI and the Marquez cartel. So as we left off in season 2 with Tommy and Miguel, where Miguel finds out what Tommy is basically doing. He's trying to steal the connect from the Marquez cartel, Miguel, and he's trying to run the whole city of Chicago. And obviously Miguel did not like that. So hence why they're beefing right now. And then what icing on the cake for it was the fact that Tommy was dating Mira, that's Miguel's sister, and Miguel ain't like that. We left with a big huge cliffhanger at the end of season 2 where like you will not see Mira again. So I'm assuming, well, before the trailer, I was assuming like this was going to be a situation where Tommy was going to have to hunt down information about Mira, like where is she being kept, what's going on with her. Then we transition to the next scene with Jenard, and same old thing with Jenard with like in the first 2 seasons, is that he continues to state that Tommy is not right for CBI. He's screwing up the business. People are dying. Like he's not with it. And I believe he's having this conversation with Diamond because we're basically continuing to show his loyalty to Tommy as his business partner and how CBI has thrived since Tommy has gotten involved. But I can see where Diamond is kind of stuck in between a rock and a hard place, even though Jenard has kind of been fucking up in the past 2 seasons, where it's like at the end of the first season, it was like, all right, that Jenard wanted to get rid of Tommy so bad, he was willing to work with the Flynn family to get rid of him and try to overthrow Diamond as the head of CBI, which that caused the rift leading on into season 2, where they ended up having to separate CBI. And when Jenard ended up becoming an addict in season 2, Diamond was able to bring him back into the fold with CBI, even though Tommy wasn't really on board with it. But at the end, we knew that Jenard wasn't down with Tommy being in CBI, and his girl, Shanti, she was like really pushing to try to get Tommy out in a strategic way. And at the end of season 2, obviously they're the two, those are the ones that ended up showing Miguel that Tommy and Mira were together. It's going to be interesting how this Diamond dynamic is going to work out. They're going to have to choose between Tommy and Jenard throughout this whole season 3. Then we transition to another scene where we have Miguel threatening Tommy. At the end of season 2, there was a truce that was made with Che, the supplier, where he was like, look, we're all business partners, so let's keep it cool. But like I said early on in the video, obviously that's not going to be what it is. CBI and the Marquez cartel are at odds with each other. So Miguel has his agenda where, like, you trying to steal my business and you're trying to steal my sister. That ain't gonna fly. It's gonna be added motivation for Miguel in season 3 as far as wanting to take out Tommy. Now we transition to another scene with Vic Flynn talking to Stacy. And to be honest with you, I thought that they were going to be done with Vic Flynn as far as moving forward in Power Book Force. I felt like at the end of the day, they took his character arc as far as they possibly could do with it at the end of season 2, where we know that he's a snitch. Well, Tommy knows that he's a snitch now, and he pretty much saved him, to be honest with you. And by Stacy Marks trying to bring him back into the fold, I really don't see the reason why you would want to get him involved, even though it's an automatic bullet on sight, because in the drug game they don't deal with snitches very well. So that's going to be interesting. And then in another transition, Vic is on the phone with Detective DeFranco. You can hear his voice in the background where it's referencing to Tommy being pushed out of CBI, which you kind of already knew that was going to happen. Like I said earlier, where Jenard trying to push Tommy out and Diamond was kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place as far as what he was going to do. Now at the end of season 2, Diamond was kind of already 1 foot out the door anyway. Due to the last couple of episodes, Tommy was just making moves without communicating with him, and they're supposed to be 50-50 partners. And you can see this thing was boiling from the start, from probably episode, I'll probably say 6, episode 6, season 2. You can probably see that thing starting to boil a little bit as far as, this partnership is going to dissolve, especially when Tommy really wasn't on board with bringing Jenard back, and he knows that's Diamond's brother, and Tommy made it known, like, look, I'm gonna kill Jenard if Jenard fucks up, and that's his brother, that's his blood. So knowing Diamond within the first 2 seasons of Power Book Force is like, he's not gonna sit there and letting Tommy take out his brother. That ain't happening. Transition to another scene where Tommy is wanting to destroy the Coalition. Now, for those that don't know, the Coalition was Tommy and Diamond were both working together to bring all the gangs in Chicago to work together to become one gang, where they were able to compete against the Marquez cartel, where they're just getting all the drugs from the supplier Che, and they could show, oh, we're doing more business than Miguel is. Like, we're able to unite all the gangs. We're all meant to work together here. And with that, Tommy being pushed out the Coalition, he's looking to take the Coalition down. Very next scene, Mira, she is suggesting that Tommy takes the Coalition back. That's going to be interesting, who he's going to have to take out, as far as, could it be Diamond? Could it be Jenard? Like, whoever else is involved with this Coalition is going to be interesting. So, again, highly looking forward to season 3. We've been waiting damn near 2 years for season 3 Power Book 4. So, to be honest, if we were just to say what is the best Power show outside of the original Power, I feel like throughout every season, like the rankings change. Now, season 1, I would probably say Power Book Force, it was number 1. Then when we transitioned to season 2, I would probably say Ghost got first place, and then it was a tie between Kanan, Raising Kanan, and Power Book Force. And then probably with this whole season 3 thing, currently before us even jumping into season 3 for Force, I'm already got Raising Kanan sitting at number 1, and Force is already sitting at number 2, and Ghost is at 3. That's just my honest opinion. Yeah, season 3, I'm looking forward to it for sure. But let me know what you guys think. You know what it is. If you enjoy the content, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. This is the Movie Fanatics. I'm up out of here, man.